Good evening, everyone, and a warm welcome to this awareness session for the seventh mini hackathon, proudly organized by MS Club of SLIIT. I am Timirani and I will be the host for today's session. A hackathon is more than just a competition. It's an opportunity for students to step into the role of an innovator, tackling real world problems and providing solutions that could make a significant impact on the world. There are multiple career and academic opportunities which you would gain as a result of participating in hackathons. To guide us through today's session and provide valuable insight on to this competition, it is my honor to introduce our first guest speaker, Ms. Shivaani Rajkumar. Ms. Shivani is a former software engineer at Pearson Lanka with over 4 years of professional experience, a proud alumni of SLIIT and the former vice president of MS Club of SLIIT. We are honored with your presence this evening, and without further ado, I would hand over this session over to you, Ms. Shiva.
Thank you, Dilshani. So, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, okay. Let me share my screen. Hi, guys. So, hope you all are doing good. And I warmly welcome you all to the mini hackathon awareness session done by MS Club of SLIIT. So, today I would like to discuss with you guys some common aspects and some kind of tips for the mini hackathon competition. So, before moving to the content, let me introduce myself. I am Shivaani Rajkumar, Microsoft Launchpad Ambassador and former Vice President of MS Club of SLIIT. Okay, so in order to make it easier, I just divided the main content into different, like around six subtopics, like what is the purpose of the session and what are the skills you guys can develop and what are the networking opportunities are there and those kind of stuff. Okay, let's move. So the first thing is purpose of the session. Okay, so most of you guys are from first year, second year, and third year first semester, right? So you guys know there are some specializations, software and engineering and IT, network side and cyber. Like there are so many specializations, right? So what you guys do, you guys just study and do the exams and then go on vacations, then again study, those kind of things, right? So I don't know how many of you are doing internships or associate positions in organizations, but are you aware that you guys are using the technologies or tools you are studying now for a real world problem? And have you guys come up with any solution for real world problem? Like there are some students who don't go for competitions and all, but you guys are here. You guys are so valuable because you guys chose this competition to participate, right? Because you guys want to grow yourself and you will have a good experience in how you guys can use the technologies or tools you are learning for a real world problem and come up with the solution. So let's see what are things we can gain from these competitions. Like the next thing is personal growth and skill development. Both are like little combined, but there are little differences. So there's an image like I found it on the internet. A person is telling like I weighted 148 pounds before my boss sent me to the personal growth seminar. So as per this person's mindset, that is like physical growth, right? I'm not talking about that. So when you're participating in a competition, as like some people win or some people fail. So the people who are winning having some kind of personal growth in their knowledge in how they can face some real world problem and how to come up with a solution. Even the persons who are failing also gaining some kind of personal growth. So when you are getting the MS Club Mini Hackathon competition is something very different rather than other, because even you are failing or even you are like when you are coming up with a list kind of like think there are some faults, we don't let you guys okay you this is a fault, we don't tell like that. We just try to educate you how you can grow by correcting those mistakes. So those kind of things can happen here. And that's what we call as personal growth here. And learning new technologies. So don't wonder, I'm not talking about DevOps here. Just I found this image on internet and I just wanted to tell, like, let's take a simple application like a learning management system, or let's take a course web, right? So first, before they create course web, they need to think like, will it be useful for the students, right? Then they will plan, then they will code, build, test, release, and there will be so many releases, right? So for those all around things, they need different tools and technologies, right? So even though in mini hackathon, mostly we don't ask you guys to code or build your application, but you guys need to know in each and every steps what kind of tools can be used. So you can use AWS or Azure. So those kind of things are there. And what are the different kind of technologies around there? What kind of technology is suitable for your particular solution? So those kind of idea you need to have. Without knowing them, it's useless if you're talking in front of the judge, because it's very important, because you guys need to create some architectural diagrams or UI UX design. So you need to have an overall idea how your solution is working around each steps, right? So that's why I just made these pictures and all. Okay, the next one is using new technologies. As I mentioned, just go and search for the trending technologies. So, like there are like recently, not recently, I just some 2 years ago or something. I taught that student that there's Alexa, right? So programmers are creating different programs and feeding it to Alexa. So those kind of different kind technologies you can think like that. And there are artificial intelligence, deep learning, machine learning. You guys don't need to go through the code level, but you need to have a basic idea of what is happening there, because your solutions can be different. So for one problem, there can be many solutions. You need to think which solution is better and what kind of technology we can use. So for a simple example, if you are going with machine learning, better use Python, right? So those kind of idea you need to have. And also, like let's take like pick me, Uber. They are having different kind of themes in their apps and different kind of user interfaces, different kind of buttons they have. So likewise, you need to think when you're designing the UI UX, you need to think of better user experience. Some of your solution may not include like people may interact with the IoT, like the devices. So you know you don't need to spend much time in the UI UX part. So as per your solution, you need to think about it. So as per that only the judges will also give marks, right? And the next one is scalability and reliability. So you need to think, if I create this kind of solution, how many people are using it? So is it okay if I go with AWS, or if I go with another kind of thing? So another thing is like, think you're creating a banking application. The security is very important, right? So you need to think about the reliability. And also, as I already mentioned, a problem can have different solutions. So try to get a meaningful solution for a problem. Otherwise, it will be a big problem. And the next one is networking opportunities with peers and professionals. So let's take, if you are doing a group project, you guys gather with your friends and take a project and divide into yourselves, your friends, right? But here, mainly, you need to consider that you need to communicate your friend with your friends. Like someone can do the UI UX design part very well, right? Someone can do the presentations very well. Someone have a good architecture related knowledge, because you guys need to draw some architecture diagrams and all. So likewise, you need to categorize and identify which person can do which thing. So think you have 10 days of deadline. You better you guys take like it as 8 days and divide those days in between, like these days we need to do these things likewise. Because if you have any experience in organizations, like even if there is a like 6 month of project, let's take it's a 6 month project, they will maximum they will try to complete within 4 or 5 months, because whenever you take your project, any error will happen, right? Unexpectedly happen. So otherwise, like even when you're doing projects in your classes or universities, think even if the plan is very clear, architecture diagrams or UI UX is very clear, errors will happen, right? And also some delays may also occur. So if you take 8 days as your deadline, there will be 2 days more, right? You guys are not. school students, so you guys know how to manage the time. And also the next thing is when we come to the semi-finals, so finals of these competitions, we will provide trainers for your students. Sorry, for you. Like they will train you through the competitions how you can smoothly flow with the competition. Also, in the finals, we bring up some industry experts and sponsors to contact with you all. So you guys can just go and talk with them and grab their knowledge. Like, don't think about just the competition. We are coming here, just doing the competition, going on. Don't think like that. But speak with the experts. So if they have any kind of knowledge, just try to grab it. And also we try to get our sponsors to the final competition. So if you are very capable of presentation and having good technology knowledge, there are so many opportunities of getting careers, right? um, they provide you careers, like so those kind of things are in networking. And also another thing is, if you're coming up with different kind of solution than other people's, try to put it in LinkedIn, publish your ideas. Like, it will be a benefit for you when you go into the interview, something like that. And the next one is time management, teamwork. As I mentioned, time management is very important. And also teamwork should align with that. Without time management, team can't work. Without a team, without like managing a proper time management, also it will be a blast, right? You guys can understand. All people should work together. So think about it. And also learning from failures and setbacks. As I mentioned, some people can win, some people can lose. That's not an issue. I This is your first step for a competition, right? And there are so many things to achieve. This is not a like a barrier. There are so many things to achieve. There you will face many projects here after this competition, and there will be a research projects also. So, like, give your full effort to this competition, and I wish you guys all the very best. And those are the things I just wanted to mention. So if you guys have any questions or queries, like, follow on LinkedIn and just text me. I'm Shivaani Rajkumar, and this is the QR code for your feedback form. And please scan this and give your feedback. And also the second question will be like, um, in the in meantime, I'm trying to create some sessions. Like, following days, I'll be keeping some certificate sessions. Like, since I'm Microsoft ambassador, so if you guys have any doubts in several topics, just put it here, and also connect with our MS Club members. And if you have any doubts in several topics, tell them. If you don't tell us, we don't know what you want, right? Yeah, those are the things I just wanted to mention. And thank you for your patience. And thank you, MS Club team, for inviting me today. Good luck, everyone. Thank you all. Take care. Bye.
Thank you, Miss Shivaani, for sharing your expertise and perspectives. Now to introduce our next guest speaker, Umesha Dilshani Silva. Umesha is an associate software engineer at Cogen and led the winning team of 2023 mini hackathon, Team Autobots. Her experience and success in last year's event makes her insight especially valuable for those looking to make their mark this year. Over to you, Umesha.
Okay. Thank you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay. First of all, thank you for MS Club for inviting me to address this gathering today. And to get a start, I will introduce myself. As you already know, I'm Umesha and was the leader of the winning team of Mini Hackathon 2023 and working as an associate software engineer at Codej. So to get a start, as I can remember, our team was in second year, second semester when participating in the mini hackathon. And to be honest, it was like our second competition our team was participating on. First of all, we have participated in CodeCon and we just get the sixth place. So our team focuses on the participating in mini hackathon without that much of an intention of becoming the winners, but we wanted to get was the experience. So if I think tell you about our team, our four members was very diverse. That means two of them was focusing on software engineering, one of them interactive media, and even there was a student member who was in our junior batch. I wanted to highlight it because if your team has a very diverse members with different kinds of talents, then it will be easy for you to think about all the innovative ideas and get all the innovations into your projects. So don't think about that you are eligible or if you are that much of talented, if any member is talented beyond you. Don't think about that. What you want to do is get into a team, and this is a very good place to kickstart your career, kickstart your winning competitions and all those things. So what you can do to form a team, I think already you have formed into teams. So in the competition, as I can remember, on the final day, our topic was randomly selected. So we were not allowed to get prepared for that, and it was at sudden we are getting a topic and we have to come up with our own solution with an innovation. So as I can remember, there was a session like popping up a balloon, and there was a tiny piece with a number. So our topic was related to the healthcare sector. So when we got that topic, what we were focusing was we thought about healthcare is a sector with huge necessities and huge requirements. So what is the specific requirement we are going to address, and what is the specific kind of application we are going to provide with innovations and use of technology. So about throughout an hour, like within an hour, we were got together with the team and we were thinking about all those aspects, what we have to cover and what are the requirements and how we can achieve them. And as I can remember, it was like 7 to 8 hours time period. We have to introduce our solution to the panel and also to the audience. We have to present it. So the main thing we were focusing was first we think about what are the capabilities of us and what are the areas we can uh, think about implementing a solution. So healthcare sector and combining IT, it was like two different sectors. So what we think was if we can found a point where we can got those sectors into one single point, then we thought about it will be a huge beneficial for us. So what we think was if we think about IT industry, we are working directly with the desktops or the laptops, so they are not good for our eyes. So we were focusing on eye. So we know there are a lot of diseases related with eyes and stress and all those things will be affected with our eyes. So based on that, we came up with a solution. Our own solution was the iZen, the application. So we were focusing on that field. So when you are going to begin with your implementations or the coming up with your own solutions, think about all the possibilities. Think about what you can give to the specific requirements. So have a good plan, and what you are going to build will be the next winning team's solution. So after that, what we did was we thought about the capabilities and the talents of each and everyone. So if you think about myself, I am bit good at presentations but not that much of good in technology, but I have innovative ideas, so that was my talents. So there was a member who is best at technology and who know how to integrate the technology with to a solution. So we focuses and got that requirements to him, and that's how we were planned. And as one member was focusing on how the UI UX will be, so we came up a Figma prototype during that period, and I think that was the main point we approached and we came up as the winning team. Because if you are going to tell your solutions in word to an audience, it may be like confusing. But if you have visualization of your projects, then it would be great to tell your solutions to the panels or the audience. So what you can do is come up with a UI like a Figma prototype or maybe a wireframe, some kind of thing. So then you can share your ideas, what you are going to do and how you are going to address that solution. And also when you are coming up with that kind of solution, you have to think about the feasibility. If you are going to add a lot of innovative ideas into your project, but at the end, if you cannot implement it with the existing technologies or with the existing knowledge, then it won't be that much of good for your group. And also in a competition, the main thing was you can came up with the best application, but if you cannot market it, it won't be that much of effective. So we had a marketing strategy, and we thought about how we are going to market this and how we are going to take back an income for our team. And by considering all those aspects only, we came up with our solution. So marketing is very important. There can be a lot of marketing strategies which you can do. So you have to focus on that. So the marketing aspect is a must. So, and when it comes to the presentations, select someone who can uh, express your ideas. That means the implementation idea about the projects, product, and how you are going to address the specific requirements, what is the problem you choose, and how you are going to overcome that through your product. So, and even if there are similar products in the market already, what you can do is, if there is a significant impact which you can offer more than those products, you have to pitch that. Otherwise it won't be better. So you can be thinking about this kind of product is good, but if you cannot express it to the audience and make them to believe on you, then it won't be effective. So you have to present it in a very interactive way. So as I can remember, it was my second presentation in front of an audience, so it was not that much of good. What I want to highlight is it was that you have to do that, because in presentation is the place where you can express. Because if I rate myself, it was like 75%, not 100%. So you have to give that 100%, because based on the presentation, they will get an idea that team is very good and they know what they are going to build. So you have to become a team like that. And throughout the session, you will get, if I think, I can remember throughout the session, there were seniors and also industry experts. They came to our table, near to our tables, and talk with us and also share their ideas. And all, when we are doing the UI UX, I can remember when we are doing the Figma, they told us, no, not like this, you can do like this. So they suggest you some based on their experiences, and you can meet some winners of the previous competitions. So that how you can share with those ideas with you. So it's a very good place to have that kind of a experience. So you can do that, I think, better than us. So grab that opportunity. So this will be a great opportunity. Don't be afraid whether you are going to win or lose. What you have to do is participate and grab the experience. So that will make you better. Otherwise, if I was telling you that when I was doing the presentation, I was not that much of confident about myself. But at this point, I am a bit beyond that. So that is how you can improve yourselves. So as undergraduates, this mini hackathon is a very it's a great opportunity for you. So guys, get together, came up with innovative ideas, and uh, think about the planning. Before going to implementations or the design, keep a clean and clear plan, what you are going to do, what is the problem you are going to address, and what are the possible ways. Don't think about a one particular path, because there can be a better path for you. So think about which will suit for you and which will uh, bring you towards the winning. So think about those things and came into a plan. As I mentioned, you have a prototype and visualize your ideas to them, and have a very innovative and attractive presentation with the audience. Share your ideas with them and have a marketing strategy. It is a must for your team. So I think that's all from my side, and don't miss this opportunity, because you will have a lot of you can have a lot of connections through this mini hackathon competition. So grab that all opportunities. And if you have any questions, you can feel free to ask from me. And I wish you all the best and good luck at your mini hackathons. So thank you for the MS Club again for giving me this opportunity.
Okay. Thank you, Umesha, for sharing your experience and providing us with a glimpse into what it takes to succeed in a hackathon. We introduce Gokul Abhishek, associate software engineer in CodeWorks Technologies, secretary of Faculty of Computing Student Committee, secretary of Student Software Engineering Student Committee, treasurer of Student Interactive Society, associate treasurer of MS Club of SLIIT to address the participants. Over to you, Gokul. Aya.
Hello, hope I'm audible.
Yeah, you are able.
So, good evening, everyone. Hope everyone's having a fantastic day today. And I'm going to keep my speech very, very short. So, firstly, I would like to introduce myself. So, I'm Gokul Abhishek, and I'm currently the Secretary of Faculty of Computing Students Community, the Secretary of Software Engineering Students Community, the Treasurer of Student Interactive Society, and the Assistant Treasurer of MS Club of SLIIT. And I'm currently working as an Associate Software Engineer in CodeWorks Technologies Private Limited. So, okay. So, next, I would like to appreciate MS Club for giving me this opportunity to speak here. So, MS Club is known to reduce the gap between you and the industry. So, by providing various opportunities. So, me personally, I have been a member of MS Club for the past 2 years, worked in both development and marketing teams. So, currently, I'm serving as the assistant treasurer of the club. So, MS Club has helped me gain a lot of knowledge and experience through various projects. So, which also helped me in my personal development and gave me confidence to perform well in the interviews. Since I know that I have upper hand because of the experience I gained through the projects done in MS Club of SLIIT. So, my personal advice, like I strongly advise everyone who has joined here today to apply for MS Club. The moderator will drop the link to apply in the chat shortly. Also, I would like to appreciate all the students who have participated today in this mini hackathon awareness session. And I think that's it. And before ending my speech, I would like to say a short thing like get placed or not. Either way, you're going to get a good experience through the mini hackathon, which you will cherish for your lifetime. So I'm hoping to see everyone in the mini hackathon as well. And thank you and cheers.
Thank you for your insightful advice and encouraging words, Gokulaya. Finally, it is my honor to introduce our last guest speaker, Randula Mavatta, the current president of MS Club of SLIIT, to make you aware about the rules and regulations of the Mini Hackathon 2024. Without further ado, I hand over this session to you, Randula.
Right. Thank you, Dimitra. So, hope I'm audible and you can see my screen.
Yeah, we can see the screen and you're audible.
Yeah, perfect. So, good evening, everyone. I'm Ramdula Mahavatta, president of the MS Club of SLIIT. So, here talking about the mini hackathon competition. So, initially, I think Shivaani and Umesha have gained you with the knowledge of what are the importance of the competitions and what kind of experience that you can gain from this competition. So, let me break down for you how is this year's competition will held on. So, initially, we have mainly 3 rounds for our competition. So the first 2 rounds will be available on virtual platforms, and the last round, the third round, will be held on in physical in SLIIT. So the first round will be held on 16th August to 25th August. So what happened in the first round is there are to initially to join to a team in the mini hackathon, so you have to be at least three members. Maximally, there should be 4 members in the team. So with the registrations of the teams, you are required to submit your document submissions as well. I will tell that in the next slides. And for the second the second round will happen on 13th September to 16th September. So for the second round, with the submissions we had done the first round, we are taking the top 20 teams with the marking criteria that is also mentioned. And for the third round, that will be happen on physically SLIIT 27th of September. The top 10 rounds that we are collected from the previous section will be moving to the third round. So talking about the round one is based on the submission, the topics that we are provided to you. Those topics is provided. I'll show that in the next slides. So initially, what should be happen is a team should be consist of 3 or 4 members can assign alliance to a team. And then after reading the specific topics that we are mentioned, they can select one domain. That means a topics are divided in each domain. So you can select a domain and identify a current happening problem in that domain. So after identifying the domain, you can provide a solution with the cloud technologies and other technologies that is currently available. It could be either machine learning, deep learning, or either it's based on AI. You can provide a solution for that. So after your solution is you have compiled your solution, you should create the submission materials to the deliverability materials to submit your proposal. So those submission materials will be reviewed by our Gold Microsoft Learn student ambassadors within like 5 days after the deadline is closed. So for the submissions, what we are mandatory requires is to submit a project proposal and a proposal video. So the project proposal should be a document. It's either a Word or a PDF. So it should be less than 10 pages. Not the content is less than. That means you can add like the topics table. The cover page table of figures. Those will be excluded. So in this document, you should explain your project. You should explain the problem that you are addressing on the selected domain and the solution you are provided to the project that you have been selected. And after that, you can specify the target audience and how do you bring your project to the market with the solution you have. And for the presentation video, you can do a demo of your project as a you can basically explain the solution that you are proposing to the project and so forth. Right. Additionally, you can, if you have time and resources, you can submit the prototypes. You can submit a Figma or WXD prototype of demonstrating the software of the solution that you're providing, and you can, if you have time, you can provide the software as well. So please note that submitting the prototype or the software won't get any special marks because we are overall what we are considering the idea and the novelty of the solution that you are providing. For example, if one team is able to do the prototype and software for the initial submission, and if another team is only submitting the proposal and the video, if the idea of the second team is overall better than the idea of the first team, then according to the marking criteria, the second team will get more marks than the first team. So make sure of that. So after ending the first round, the top 20 teams with according to the marking criteria will be moved to the second round with a live presentation. So with this round, what you have to do is you have to refine your solution. That means with the solution you came on the first round, you have to improve that solution improve that solution with more novelties and so on. And please note that for these top 20 teams, we will be assigning mentors to your teams. Those mentors will be selected from our students from MS Club. It's either from third year, from fourth year, whichever the resources as we have. And additionally, those mentors can guide you through how to work on these projects, how to refine, how to improve their solution, how to use the technologies and so on. You can contact those mentors. We will Yeah, we will explain about that later. And for the project, for the required deliverabilities or submissions for the second round, but we are as document wise, what you need is to submit a project proposal that you could improve the project proposal that you have done earlier. And after that, in this round, you should submit a prototype of the solution that you are demonstrating. And additionally, as the important point, the live presentation rounds will start onwards here. So in here, you have to do your presentations. For the second round, it's done by virtual environment. That means through Teams. So these presentations will be delivered in front of a judge panel. So for the judge panel, the team should be able to explain their solution properly, their commercial aspects, the importance of the solution for the specific domain, the selected domain, and how this solution is differing and it's better than the existing solutions in the real world. So additionally to the live presentation, following the presentation, you will face a 1 or 2 minute around QA round. Yeah, I'll talk about the QA round in the future as well. So yeah, in this case, you can, if you have time and resources, you can submit the software as well. But make sure that the point explained about the software stays in this round as well. And also, yeah, that's it. So also, yeah. So also one thing, so between this round 1 and 2, you can't change the topic for each round because the topic you have selected in the first round is also going to be the topic in the second round as well. Right. Moving to the physical round, the third round. This is actually the major event of our MS Club, our mini hackathon franchise. So this would be a physical event that will be happening in the university. So I think we have selected the date as 27th of September. So from the 20 teams we had done the second round, we are moving into the top 10 teams according to my marking criteria to the physical round. So you're still getting the mentors you had earlier. And also in the physical round, what happening is the categories and the domains will be selected in the prior of the competition time. As Umesha mentioned earlier, they had in the previous one also, they had to, 10 teams had to pop a balloon or something. Then the topic was revealed and they have to work for that solution to prepare the submission and prepare the presentation materials. So just like that in the previous slide, you are getting a topic. You are getting a topic in the prior of the competition time, and you will get around 5 to 6 hours, including the lunch break, to develop a solution and prepare the materials for presentations in front of an expert panel of judges that basically will be mostly they will be MS Club alumni and key members in the IT industry as well. So in here, there are only 2 requirements. There are 2 mandatory requirements. You have to do the live presentations, and this live presentation will be held on physically because, yeah. And also you have to provide the prototype for the demonstration as well. Right. So you might be wondering how, if this competition is based on presentation and so on, how could we improve these presentation sets? So there are there are a lot of facts that you should follow up to successfully proceed through this competition. I'll just highlight a few important things. So for the presentations, when you are presenting your solution, you have to clearly, the main goal of your presentations, you have to clearly explain your novelty of your solutions to to the panel of judges, and how is that solution is important to the particular domain that you have selected. Therefore, while you're doing your presentations, you have to clearly highlight the key factors of your presentations and so on. And also, as I mentioned earlier, the idea should be easy, understandable. And also, as an additional point with the presentations, try to highlight the current problems in the domain that you've selected and how this novelty would help to overcome the current shortcomings of including the domain as well. So setting up the virtual environment. This is important in your first rounds and the second rounds, mainly in your second round. So in the second round, you are required to present on a virtual in front of a live judge panel virtually. So for that, you need to use, we are using Microsoft Teams platform as well. So you need to use Microsoft Teams and properly make sure it's properly installed and working, and you're logging into strict credentials. And also while you are doing the virtual environment, virtual presentations, make sure your peripheral devices are intact. That means your audio and video devices are properly working. And most importantly, when you are proceeding in this competition, just please clearly study the judging criteria before you make a submission or make a solution, because all these individual rounds will be thoroughly marking through the criteria that we also mentioned. And please go through the judging criteria properly to get to score higher marks. So additionally to that, regarding the QA session, in live presentations, after your deliverability is completed, you will be facing a mandatory QA session that is presented by the judges regarding the solution, novelty, and the problems that you are presented to them. To properly answer the questions you are asking, you will be asked from the judges. Make sure all of your teams are ready by thoroughly understanding this proposed solution, problem, and novelty, and so on. So make sure to be early and be ready for your presentation in advance. So that happen is before you are doing a presentations, you should be ready in prior at least for 10 or 15 minutes. So for virtual environments, this is really important to check your identity and assign proper meetings or breakout rooms for your presentations. And for physical presentations, this is important to set up your hardware to set up your relevant hardware to presentations as well. So please note that if you are using specific hardwares like adapters and so on, make sure to bring them. It's your own responsibility. But we will try to do our best by providing the adapters and so on as we can. But make sure to bring them as well. So overall, apart from that, this competition, the main reason for this competition is to make sure the students are gaining not only the hard skills, like not only the technological skills, but also the soft skills like presentation skills, like leading, working through a team, like as a leader or a team member, working through a specific time and so on, something like that. So make sure to just enjoy the competition while engaging with the presentations, and make sure to learn new skills like while working as a team as well. Yeah, so here I am showing the official website that we have built for the mini hackathon competition. So let me scroll that too. Right. So if you search on Google as mini hackathon SLIIT, or if you just type mini hackathon SLIIT minihackathon.msclubofslit.org, then this URL will be then this website will be open. And as you can see, if I'm scrolling down, you can see the timeline that we have updated. Please note that this could be updated due to the situations and so on. So if I'm scrolling down here after this time and so on, there is a button named as Join Our Teams channel. So if I click on that, I will be redirected to the team. So in this team, we have created a few channels as general announcements. So in this general announcement, we will be posting our announcements and so on. If you are willing to participate to this competition, and if you want to find a team member, you can go to this channel and start a post that I need a team member and so on. And if you have any questions regarding the competition or the registrations and so on, you can go to this Q&A support channel, and then you can post your questions, and one of us will answer your questions as well. Right, so let's move into the registration section. So while explaining the first round, I talked about there are like several domains and topics that you have to select to do a specific project, right? So when you are moving to the rules page, if you're scrolling down, and also additionally all the details are intact in this rules page as well. So in here, you can see like there are 15 topics and domains that you can select to do your project as well. So let's say you select a one. So how to initially start the competition is you select a one project, or either you can gather a team and then after discussing with the team, you can select a project for yourself. After that, you can discuss with your team and create a solution, identify the problem in the specific domain, and then create the solution for your project as well. So after creating the solution, yeah, as I mentioned earlier, the mandatory content for the round on submission is the project proposal and the proposal presentation video, a demo video. After creating those, you can upload them into a cloud folder. It's either a OneDrive folder or Google Drive folder. But when you and also you can put the files in your that folder as well. And after that, you can get your shareable link for this folder. Make sure to make this video, make this document share, because else we can't access it. If we had any problems, we will contact the leaders of the group as well. Right. After copying the link, I am now going to the home page, and you can see there is a register button. So after clicking on the register button, you can assign a unique name for your team as well. So if I type a name that is already available in the available in the domain, then it will show error message as the team name already exists. Then you need to add another team. So now after adding the team, after adding the team name, you can click on the asset link. And after clicking on next, you can see the member details should be at here. So let me the sample details. So as I mentioned earlier, a group can be consist of either 3 members or 4 members, right? So if you have only 3 members, you can when you are coming to the section where you fill the 4th member's details, you can click on skip and register. Either if you have a 4th member, you can enter the details of the 4th member, and then then click on the submission form. So let me enter for the perfect. So after that, when I click on this form, in here you will get a notification as registration completed, and here the registration ticket will be generated through this website. It take like 3 to 4 seconds, and yeah. So after that, your ticket will be generated. You can save your ticket to your local machine, and if you are checking on your emails, you will get the sorry. Yeah, you will get the registration ticket here. And sometimes this ticket could be moved into the spam folder. So if you can't see the email from MS Club of SLIIT, please check the spam folder as well. All right. So that is what I had to explain about this as well. So yeah, so regarding the competition, I hope I am wishing all you good luck to proceed in the competition as well. So so I have to add one additional thing. After in the latter part of the meeting, there will be a form shared in the form shared in the chat. So you can fill that form and mention the team leaders that may have already formed as well. Right. So thank you and good night, everyone. Over to you, Timira.
Thank you, Randula, for providing us with the insight on the inner workings of the competition. Now we have reached the conclusion of the session. On behalf of MS Club of SLIIT, I would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to our guest speakers, Ms. Shivaani Dusha, uh, Umesha Dilshani, Randula Mavatta, Gokul, for taking the time to share your knowledge and insight with us and just joining us despite your busy schedule. Your contribution and your contributions have provided us with a wealth of knowledge and inspiration, and we are grateful for your presence here this evening. Lastly, I want to express my sincere gratitude to everyone present here for joining us this evening. We hope this session have answered all your questions and provided you with valuable insight. We also look forward to seeing you all as participants in our upcoming mini hackathon competition. And we, on behalf of MS Club of SLIIT, I wish you all the best. Thank you and have a great evening.